Hi again, everyone. In this tutorial we're going to show you how to create some touches of realism on your dice, similar to the one that you see here on the right with light effects. Let's get started. The first thing is I move my baseball layer above my dice. I have the opacity of that layer turned way down so that I can barely see the dots and just use it as a guide. Let's go over to our dodge tool, dodge and burn. We're going to set it to burn in midtones. And we want a solid 10 pixel brush. Now I just want to make sure that when you start to burn you're on the dice layer. I'm going to apply 3 burns to each dot. And then on the far side it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to reduce the size of my brush just a little bit. Okay, so we have our dots in place. Now we're going to switch to dodge. Go back to our, we'll stay at the 8 pixel size for our brush. And we're going to create sort of a light effect here with a couple. Let's just start with the one dodge. Make that just a little bit smaller yet. Like that, 7 pixels. There, that looks pretty good. Turn this eye off, and you see that we've replicated the dimple dot effect. Now we want to replicate this light effect here. We're going to keep our setting to dodge, and we're simply going to add let's reduce the size of our brush just a little bit more, 4 pixels. And let's zoom in just a little bit more. Okay. Remember, we're on dodge. And I'm just going to make it look as if there's light running across the top of these edges. Let's go back, and we're going to make our brush even smaller still. Try 2 pixels. And let's also, on the dodge, turn down the exposure. Let's try it at 20. And we'll set our brush back up to 4. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so we have those touches of realism. Now we can keep playing with this a little bit, make it look like the light is hitting that corner a little bit more. But that's basically how you apply the dodge and burn to create the touches of realism. One more thing we're going to do on our dice layer before we go is add a filter effect with a light and shadow. and we're going to do a perspective shadow. And get our script foo perspective. And you can play around with these settings. I'm going to stick with the default settings for now. And zoom out. And there we have it. We have our dice. They are 3D and they have some touches of realism. Have fun with making your dice. Until next time.